Let's check out some AI stuff and see how far we've come.
Here, you can use the Dewey Decimal System to find the book you're looking for.
That's pretty cool.
Here, you can use an internet search engine to find the exact web page you're looking for.
Book to page.
Here, you can use a large language model to find the next set of words you're looking for, which can generate a variety of responses.
Book page to just down to the very word. So this is the pattern that we're going for, is like super autocomplete and AI doing all these amazing things to build stuff. So we'll see how this goes though, because that's super crazy that 95% of all the pilot programs and initiatives in companies are failing. And it's coming down to the lack of power users. We need more people that are comfortable with the technology, that are willing to try it in new ways. So let's see how this goes if we look at across 5 different levels of power users.
Yes, I actually made it!
Hey computer, what are the odds of beginner's luck on winning disc golf?
Yeah, basic search query, pretty classic, but that's just using AI like an internet search, and it really needs to be prompt engineered.
Invert, that's the word I want. People say an English degree is useless, but I understand syntax and vocabulary, which is precisely what drives AI to peak performance.
Yeah. Okay, so if you can articulate what exactly you want, you are a superpower user potentially with AI.
I interview well, but was never good in school, so I compose all my messages in AI and then copy and paste them back into my email or messenger app, and it works out brilliantly.
Yeah, it's true. You can have it draft a lot of things, and so it takes pretty mediocre writing and makes it better. But that's still like a very basic level of using AI.
What's more exhilarating than flying is getting work done early to go flying, because AI made it a breeze to summarize hundreds of documents in minutes.
Yeah, from summarization or like drafting, we just said earlier, any kind of composition work with large amounts of documents and things like that, AI is like super helpful. So if you learn these power words.
I'm short on time, but doubly productive by prompting outlines that I'll later turn into full briefings. Hey computer, prepare a briefing for command staff and make it who a motivation level 3.
Okay, yeah, that guy's definitely a signal officer. He's gonna harass everybody, very diabolical. But anyway, so notice how he gives better instruction by telling what exact format, another power word, that he wants the AI to output at the very end, whether it's lists, tables, or outlines in his case.
I use the forms for structuring my prompts and then focus on filling them with context.
Yeah, forms, that's the new framework. Basically being able to fill out all just the little details and not having to design prompts from scratch. That's where people are going through with their tools now.
Hey computer, I just finished a sales meeting and I want to info dump what happened so we can talk about it. I don't passively listen to podcasts when I can actively debrief the AI after each sales meeting and get immediate advice.
That's really cool. Okay, this is something that's kind of new, where people will put a book into the AI as the content and then say, okay, I'm going to now feed you my context of what I just went through. Now through the perspective of the book, give me advice and tips and things like that. So that's super powerful and unique ways to actually connect with the AI.
The AI has amnesia, so I get better at feeding it context, like what reading level, tone, and style I want for my social media posts.
Yeah, memory is a really challenge for AI right now. Besides the issue of putting context so it's not abstract, it's getting good at feeding lots of extra content in there and reminding it. So RAG is a term that people are using now. Connecting your AI to databases is helpful.
I can prompt one task at a time, but I prefer to chain multiple prompts together. That way, I establish a clear research process up front instead of wasting time picking through mountains of irrelevant data.
Yeah, okay, so people that are at that next level of power user, they figured out how to break out these different tasks, like we said earlier, draft, summarize, outline, into multiple steps, so they have a more stepwise conversation.
Really? Cite your sources and make it make sense. My mind is working while my hands are busy, so I like to argue with AI about current events.
Yeah, so the way to combat a lot of the hallucination that people are worried about with regard to AI accuracy is to use things like citations and having the AI even self-audit what it gave as a response. So it's very powerful, especially when you're good at argumentation. You want to kind of play devil's advocate and interrogate.
I don't trust the news, reviews, or marketing, but I do trust my ability to interrogate facts using AI to spot logical fallacies and remove the bias.
Yes, so if you have in your back pocket, again, good command of the English language or the language you're using to articulate and logical fallacies and other things, you can really work some great, real awesome stuff out of an AI by being able to, again, interrogate as opposed to just classic query.
Hey computer, let's enter Socratic conversation mode to diagnose a root cause for the following problem. My best ideas start as shower thoughts and become AI conversations.
Yeah, this is doubly interesting because what someone's doing is actually engaging in an explicit type of conversation mode. Kind of like how you have a way you talk with your friends versus how you talk at work or how you talk with someone at a restaurant. This is helping people unlock incredible value out of the conversations with the AI.
Imagination is the greatest of all human technologies, and AI augments us to a higher creativity.
With infinite amount of patience and tons of ability to continue to thinking for you, that is why AI is such a wonderful partner to work with humans in their collaboration.
Hey, computer, let's get metacognitive. What other ways could I become the world's greatest AI whisperer? Be honest and
practical. To be a philosopher is probably one of the greatest advantages. So for all of you who had an English degree or a degree in philosophy, you might actually have an advantage over other people that are trying to use AI because you can think to have these conversations in a different way and get unique outputs and interesting responses from the AI.
I don't prepare for pitch meetings by researching attendees. I prepare by simulating full conversations with AI to anticipate likely tangents and pushback.
This is such a cool thing. I tried this once with a guy. I had a meeting with an economic developer, and I would normally do a internet research on their profile, on their website, but instead I went to the AI and simulated this whole conversation with them and said, okay, but what if they respond this way? How would you suggest I go? Or if I have this kind of question,
and computer,
how are the responses
act like the first-time homebuyer persona I uploaded to you so I can show my colleague how I handle sales objections.
That's cool. No pressure. Practice.
Yes. So the role play thing is super powerful, and some people are starting to experience this. I've had some conversations recently with real estate agents where they actually did this as a way to kind of create a training opportunity for a junior real estate agent.
Okay, computer, let's design the ideal customer. We want demographics, psychographics, and behavioral factors in one profile.
And name them Harry.
Harry customer.
Seriously?
Okay. Well, aside from the hilarity, I'm imagining people are going to be arguing over who's got the coolest AI persona that most accurately represents the kind of people they want to sell with or work with or things like that. Imagine full simulated conversations.
Computer, I'm going to tell you about how I serve my client. Then you pretend to be them, and as them, tell me about your client, and then play the role of their...
Whoa, I know prompt engineering.
Okay.
Computer, act like a business strategist and get me some strategic options.
All right.
It's not fair! It's not fair!
So there you have it. All 5 levels of the prompt engineering as a power user, all the way up from just the basic engineering to being able to have strings of conversations, to role plays, to even developing full-blown personas. And so the future where we're headed is not necessarily trying to see AI as just an autocomplete or a search engine, but to be able to have all kinds of simulated types of conversations and interactions and engagements, and stringing these tasks into more powerful workflows. You could become a grizzled veteran very quickly within the training side of things, or you can manage the risk of, frankly, a sandbox world of conversations before you go out into the wild and then interact with people. And it's all doable. It just takes the ability for somebody with the patience and the interest to become a power user. So I invite you, sign up where you can for workshops and things like that that are going to give you an opportunity. You really learn by doing.